In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on November 9, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Milwaukee Bucks vs. Indiana Pacers. Thursday night brings a thrilling matchup at Gainbridge Fieldhouse as the Milwaukee Bucks hit the road to face the Indiana Pacers. Both teams will be on the second leg of a back-to-back after enjoying a day off on Tuesday, having both been in action on Wednesday. The Milwaukee Bucks have shown decent form recently, winning 4 of their last 6 games. Their confidence got a boost after narrowly defeating the Pistons 120-118 last night. Damian Lillard led the charge with 34 points on 1-0 of 2-5 shooting, while Bobby Portis contributed 18 points off the bench. Giannis Antetokounmpo added 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists before being ejected in the third quarter due to his second technical foul. The Bucks shot 45% from the field and made 11 of 37 three-point attempts. Despite squandering an early 15-point lead and trailing by 10 points at one stage, they managed to secure the win. The Indiana Pacers, on the other hand, are heating up with 3 wins in their last 4 games. They look to continue their strong performance after a convincing 134-118 home victory over the Jazz last night. Aaron Nesmith led the scoring with 24 points on 9 of 1-3 shooting off the bench, while Miles Turner and Benedict Mathurin contributed 22 points each. Tyrese Halliburton chipped in with 16 points and 13 assists. As a team, the Pacers shot 51% from the field and made 13 of 41 three-pointers. Their offense came alive with a 38-point second quarter and a dominant 33-20 performance in the fourth quarter, sealing the blowout win. The difference maker was their bench scoring, outscoring the Jazz's reserves 59-37. Milwaukee faced the Detroit Pistons on Wednesday night and will be playing the second game of a back-to-back. On Monday, Giannis Antetokounmpo contributed 36 points and 12 rebounds in a closely contested 129-125 win over the Nets. Load management is always a concern in the NBA, particularly with older stars like Giannis and Damian Lillard. The Bucks may choose to rest Lillard or Giannis for this game. They currently rank 24th in defensive rating, and while their offensive output is expected to be high, their defense is likely to drop a few notches. Tris Middleton, who is still working his way back to full form after an injury, is averaging fewer than 10 points per game and playing only 18 minutes per night. This has increased the offensive burden on Giannis and Lillard. Milwaukee has only managed to cover the spread once this season, going 1-4-1 against the spread, with inflated lines due to their star players. In contrast, the Indiana Pacers, sitting second in the Central Division just behind Milwaukee, put up 152 points against San Antonio. They have 7 players averaging double figures this season, demonstrating effective ball sharing and a fast pace of play. The Bucks are still adapting to life without Jrue Holiday, and their defense has suffered, currently ranking 15th in the league in defensive efficiency, even with arguably the best defensive player in the league, Giannis. Milwaukee's defensive struggles have been apparent, nearly resulting in an upset against the Pistons despite holding a significant lead. The Pacers continue to impress as one of the top offensive teams in the league. Both teams are on the second leg of a back-to-back, but Indiana has the advantage of not having to travel. While the Bucks are favored once again, the Pacers could potentially pull off an upset at home. This game promises to be entertaining, with both teams on the back end of a back-to-back, and the Pacers appear to be the younger and fresher team. So the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Fatigue can play a role in back-to-back games, particularly affecting defensive effort. Players often put in the effort to score but may struggle to maintain defensive intensity while fatigued. Neither team is renowned for their defensive prowess, with the Bucks ranking 15th and the Pacers at 28th in defensive efficiency. Pair this with Indiana's second fastest tempo in the league, creating more possessions, and the game is likely to go over the total. Indiana boasts the fastest average offensive possession length in the league at 13.4 seconds, while the Bucks have the second fastest defensive possession length at 13.8 seconds. Indiana put on an offensive display with a 152-111 victory over the San Antonio Spurs on Monday. They will play the Utah Jazz on Wednesday, which should be another high-scoring game. The Pacers have maintained a high pace of play and are likely to remain among the league's leaders in this category. The Bucks are also playing at a faster tempo with Damian Lillard at point guard, ranking 6th in pace as of Wednesday. While the total is set higher than expected with the Bucks in action, Indiana's propensity to play at a high tempo and the Bucks' willingness to oblige will likely lead to the game exceeding the projected total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks vs. Orlando Magic. A Southeast Division showdown takes place in Mexico City as two teams vying for the top spot in the division meet on neutral ground. The Atlanta Hawks play as the road team against the Orlando Magic at the Mexico City Arena on Thursday night. Atlanta is coming off a 126-117 road loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder in their previous game on Monday night, falling short as a 1-point favorite. Orlando, on the other hand, was defeated 117-102 at home by the Dallas Mavericks in their last game on Monday night, failing to cover the line as 1-point underdogs. In the all-time regular season series between these teams, the Hawks hold a 69-62 advantage, including taking 3 of 4 meetings last season. The most recent encounter was a thrilling 126-125 victory for Atlanta at home on December 19, 2022. The Atlanta Hawks had been in good form recently, enjoying a 4-game winning streak before being halted by the Thunder in a 126-117 road loss on Monday. DeJounte Murray led the team with 29 points and 6 assists, while Trae Young added 22 points along with 11 assists. Bogdan Bogdanovic contributed 17 points off the bench, and Jalen Johnson chipped in with 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Hawks shot just 37% from the field as a team and made 14 of 42 from beyond the arc. They struggled to find their offense from the start, trailing by as many as 19 points before making a late run to keep the score respectable. DeAndre Hunter had a tough night, scoring only 8 points on a 2 of 1-3 shooting performance, while Young struggled with 5 of 1-8 shooting. The Hawks are currently missing Wesley Matthews and Mount Gay, while the Magic are keeping an eye on Gary Harris and Markelle Fultz for this contest. In the last 10 meetings between the two teams, the Hawks have an 8-2 straight-up record and are 7-3 against the spread. Last season, Atlanta won 3 of the 4 meetings outright, but they split against the spread, with Orlando winning the last 2 as underdogs. The Magic have been the better bet this season, going 3-0 against the spread when favored, but Atlanta possesses a deeper roster. Murray has been shooting exceptionally well, reducing the pressure on Young and enabling him to play comfortably. Orlando's second half struggles in their previous game should raise concerns, and they come into this contest with a cold shooting hand. Atlanta has gone 3-1 against the spread in their last 4 visits to Orlando. Both teams are coming off losses in their previous game, and it's worth considering the potential impact of the Mexico City altitude. In that case, Atlanta's healthier rotation provides an advantage, while Orlando is without Carter Jr. and has several other contributors listed as questionable. The Hawks boast an explosive offensive game, while the Magic have relied on defense for their early season success. This game could see Murray and Young leading the way for Atlanta. The Hawks will be disappointed with their recent loss to the Thunder after a 4-game winning streak. Orlando started the season strong with a fully healthy roster, but injuries are starting to take a toll. Atlanta is the healthier team and in better form, making them the favorites in this matchup. With 8 players averaging double figures for the Hawks and the Magic dealing with injuries, the Atlanta Hawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In the last 10 games between these teams, the over-under results are evenly split at 5-5. However, the last 3 meetings, as well as 4 of the last 5, have gone over the total. The average combined score for the last 3 games between these teams last year was 248 points per game. Orlando ranks 19th in pace of play, but their youth and athleticism allow them to keep up with fast-paced offenses. The Hawks are one of those fast-paced teams, ranking 4th in pace and 5th in adjusted offense. With 8 players averaging double-digit points, Atlanta has scored at least 120 points in 5 of their 7 games. If Markelle Fultz plays for the Magic, it gives them 6 players in double digits for an offense that has scored 115 points on 3 occasions this season, including 2 of their last 3 games. The projected total is expected to be exceeded. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.